Jennifer Lawrence has never been afraid to speak her mind, and her unfiltered moments off-screen are just as memorable as her performances. But there's one thing she's especially known for: making us laugh, even in the most awkward situations. Whether it's cracking jokes about her own career mishaps or revealing hilarious behind-the-scenes stories, Jennifer keeps us all on our toes. But what happens when she takes things too far? When she says something so unexpected it shocks even the most seasoned stars? Stick around, because you won't believe the stories I'm about to share with you. Jennifer Lawrence has a special talent for keeping things refreshingly real, even when she's caught in the most awkward or unpredictable situations. One unforgettable moment had everyone buzzing when she made fun of one of Kim Kardashian's products right in front of the reality star herself. But it wasn't just the humor that had people talking. In another instance, Jennifer dropped a candid remark that left Robert Pattinson completely speechless. That's the charm of Jennifer, always saying the unexpected, often with hilarious consequences. Undeniably one of the funniest stars in Hollywood, Jennifer Lawrence is renowned for her quick wit and ability to turn any situation into something memorable. But what truly sets her apart is how she effortlessly blends humor with genuine moments, like when she almost turned what was supposed to be a serene trip to Hawaii into a full-blown disaster. While filming the Hunger Games in Hawaii, Jennifer found herself surrounded by sacred rocks, an important part of Hawaiian heritage. "Oh my God, how do you even know about this?" she asked her interviewers before diving into the hilarious tale. These rocks, she explained, were sacred because they were tied to the ancestors of the island. The rule was simple: don't sit on them and absolutely never expose your genitalia to them. But of course, Jennifer, clad in a wetsuit for the shoot, couldn't resist making a lighthearted confession. "These rocks were perfect for butt itching," she laughed. One particular rock became her go-to for this impromptu relief, and in her words, she butt-scratched for the entire shoot. Things took a hilarious turn when a giant boulder unexpectedly rolled down the mountain, nearly hitting their sound guy. The locals, visibly terrified, murmured, "It's the curse." Jennifer, never missing an opportunity for a perfect one-liner, chimed in from the corner with a grin, "I'm your curse." That comment had everyone in stitches, cementing her place as Hollywood's unfiltered comedic gold. Jennifer's candidness took another unexpected turn during an interview with Seth Meyers, when she shared something no one anticipated hearing. "I had a really big crush on you," she confessed. Seth's eyes widened in surprise, unable to hide his shock. What followed was a hilarious and somewhat awkward recount of Jennifer's failed attempts at creating a romance that never was. She described in great detail how she had built up an entire fantasy in her mind, imagining that Seth would eventually ask her out. But when that didn't happen, she decided to take matters into her own hands and make the first move. However, her hopes were dashed when she learned that Seth was already engaged. "Cool. Good talk," she said, closing the chapter on her imagined romance with her usual mix of humor and grace. Even Jennifer, the queen of quick wit and comebacks, was once left utterly speechless. The situation couldn't have been more hilarious, especially considering that the moment was caught on camera. "Oh my God, sorry, we just kissed on camera," she exclaimed, completely caught off guard. As much as she's known for being the one to fill any silence with her unfiltered thoughts, moments like these reveal that even Jennifer has her vulnerable human moments. Known for her unapologetic and unfiltered nature, Jennifer Lawrence doesn't shy away from speaking her mind. When Stephen Colbert asked her what she had been up to, Jennifer responded without hesitation, "I just have a ton of sex." Colbert, ever the professional, could only chuckle and reply, "Good for you." But that was only the beginning of her candidness. During her appearance on Conan O'Brien's show, Jennifer's potty mouth became the highlight of the interview. Conan set up a playful challenge involving a swear jar, where he promised to donate $100 for every swear word Jennifer could say in 30 seconds. The stakes were higher. He would double the amount and donate it to charity. Jennifer, never one to back down from a challenge, dove in with enthusiasm. What followed was a hilarious and chaotic string of words from mother balls to strawberry, which had Conan and the entire audience laughing out loud. The best part: all the money raised went to charity, proving that Jennifer's swearing could do some good in the world, even if it was chaotic and completely unfiltered. Jennifer Lawrence's honesty and openness have made her one of Hollywood's most relatable stars, effortlessly mixing humor with self-awareness and leaving us all laughing and occasionally cringing at her perfectly imperfect moments. Jennifer Lawrence's humor isn't confined to the stage or screen. It effortlessly spills over into her real life, where she displays a remarkable self-awareness of the quirky aspects of her fame. One of the most notable aspects of her public persona is her reputation for giving the middle finger, something she fully acknowledges with a candid confession. "As a role model, I try to be careful with my words," she began, before playfully undermining that statement with a knowing smile, adding, "Well, I think we all know that's not true." Her wink and the cheeky tone revealed exactly what we already know. Jennifer Lawrence is no conventional role model. She knows exactly how to push boundaries, often doing it in the most endearing way possible. Jennifer's playful chemistry with her co-stars is undeniable, particularly with Chris Pratt. The two often trade witty jabs, and in an interview, Chris roasted Jennifer with some hilarious burns. "You are so dumb," he joked, and without missing a beat, Jennifer fired back with a response that had the entire room in stitches. Their banter, though humorous, highlights an important trait of Jennifer's personality. She doesn't take herself too seriously. In a world where celebrities often feel the need to protect their public image, Jennifer's ability to laugh at herself makes her all the more lovable. But even the most self-assured stars have their moments of being misunderstood or downright awkward. One particularly cringeworthy situation occurred when Jennifer wasn't recognized at an event. As she approached a group of people, she realized with growing discomfort that none of them had any idea who she was. They simply stared at her blankly, and in true Jennifer fashion, she laughed it off, turned around, and walked back, her face flushed with the embarrassment of the moment. It's these moments of human vulnerability that make Jennifer relatable to her fans, reminding us all that even the most famous stars have moments of awkwardness. Jennifer isn't the only one who's experienced an embarrassing moment. Jimmy Fallon, her longtime friend, found himself in a similar situation when he tried to dance with J-Lo at an event, only for her to shut him down with a gentle, "I think I'm just going to observe." It's these candid, unfiltered moments that make Jennifer's friendship so special. She's never afraid to make a fool of herself in front of the camera, and neither are her friends. They share a unique bond, roasting each other in front of millions, knowing that the humor they share is genuine. On set, Jennifer's infectious laughter is a constant presence. While filming X-Men, every small mistake, whether big or small, would quickly turn into a moment of laughter. Jennifer, always the life of the party, proved that there was no such thing as a perfect take. What mattered was the joy and humor that permeated the atmosphere, creating a camaraderie that's rare in Hollywood. On the set of Passengers, Jennifer had another unforgettable moment when, after a brief exchange, she jokingly asked, "Aren't you going to ask for my ID?" When someone asked if she had trouble with the drinking age, her humor remained unshaken. "Certainly not old enough to drink," she quipped, leaving everyone in stitches, with her boldness only adding to the fun of the moment. Jennifer's ability to effortlessly blend humor with authenticity is part of what makes her such a beloved and memorable figure. She's not afraid to laugh at herself, embrace awkwardness, or share a genuine, unfiltered moment with her audience. Whether she's cracking jokes with her co-stars or navigating the chaos of fame, Jennifer's infectious spirit is impossible to resist. When Jennifer Lawrence was feeling under the weather on the set of The Hunger Games, she turned her illness into an unexpected competition with her co-star Josh Hutcherson. Both of them were determined to outdo each other in being the most sick, showcasing a playful, competitive spirit that she never lets go to waste, not even when she's battling a cold. It was this kind of infectious energy that made her stand out, always ready to turn any situation, even a sick day, into something amusing. In another of their random, offbeat conversations, Jennifer and Josh ventured into even stranger territory, discussing something most people wouldn't even think of: colonics. Jennifer, ever the one to blur the lines of convention, joked, "Can we get a couple's colonic but like platonic?" Her laughter followed, and it was a moment no one saw coming. This bizarre, yet entirely Jennifer, conversation perfectly summed up her quirky nature, always embracing the oddball side of life, unapologetically. Then there was the time at an award show when Jennifer was caught completely off guard by an unexpected question. "What do I do?" "What?" she responded, her confusion apparent when asked about the ceremony. Her genuine, almost vulnerable reaction was as real as it gets, no pretenses, no facades. It was a candid, human moment that perfectly showcased the authenticity she brings to every part of her life. Jennifer's sense of humor and openness extended to even more surprising moments, like when she mixed up one of Kim Kardashian's products during a Candid interview. "This is one of her products, which I think I have." "Never mind, no I don't," she admitted on camera. The accidental mix-up was followed by Jennifer's signature comedic timing, causing the entire room to burst into laughter. She never misses an opportunity to show her human side, even in the most unexpected ways. In her conversation with Stephen Colbert, Jennifer once again showed her unfiltered, down-to-earth personality. When asked how she manages the pressures of fame and perfection, she simply replied, "I don't have a choice," making it clear that, despite her global fame, she stays authentic, embracing her imperfections rather than trying to hide them. Jennifer's ability to be open about her flaws is part of what makes her so relatable. Even the most famous stars have their off moments, and Jennifer is no exception. During an interview, Jennifer hilariously forgot to bring an award on stage. With a sheepish grin, she apologized, "Oh, right. Sorry, sorry, sorry." A moment of pure honesty that showed she wasn't above the occasional slip-up. It's these small, human moments that make her all the more endearing. And then, of course, there was Jennifer's infamous trip at the Oscars. As she made her way up to accept her award, Jennifer, in true Jennifer fashion, tripped on the stairs. When asked what went through her mind during the fall, her answer was refreshingly candid. "A bad word that I can't say that starts with F, no pretenses, just pure, unfiltered honesty in one of Hollywood's most public moments." Jennifer also opened up about her hypochondriac tendencies, revealing a moment when she convinced herself she was having a stroke, all because of a headache. "I always think that I have something," she laughed, acknowledging the tendency to spiral into worry. It was a small but important glimpse into her personal life, where even stars like Jennifer experienced the same fears and anxieties that anyone else might. And in true Jennifer fashion, she laughed it off, keeping the mood lighthearted even when facing her own health-related concerns. Through all of these moments, Jennifer Lawrence proves time and again that she's one of the most genuine and relatable stars in Hollywood, never afraid to show her true self, no matter the situation. Whether it's turning a sick day into a competition or accidentally making fun of herself on camera, Jennifer's humor, honesty, and authenticity continue to shine brightly, making her one of the most beloved figures in entertainment. During a lie detector test with Robert Pattinson, Jennifer's unfiltered honesty took center stage once again. When asked about her love for reality TV, she didn't hesitate to answer, "I don't watch the Kardashians this season, but I do keep up with TikTok." As always, her candidness had everyone laughing, proving once again that no topic was off-limits for her. In 2019, Jennifer and Adele made an unforgettable memory when they crashed a gay bar together. According to onlookers, Jennifer, caught up in the excitement of a drinking game, tackled Adele. "Confirm, tackled her," Jennifer admitted, laughing at the absurdity of it all. "It was just one of the many wild stories Jennifer has to offer, and being her friend means either living through insane experiences or getting roasted in front of everyone. Just ask Emma Stone." Chris Pratt seized the opportunity to expose Jennifer during an interview, humorously admitting, "I learned a lot about the Real Housewives that I didn't know before." The entire room burst into laughter, and it wasn't just Chris who poked fun at her. Jennifer's deep knowledge of the Real Housewives even led to some truly unexpected moments. She casually dropped facts about Lyme disease, referencing the show's star, Yolanda Foster. "You have to understand that Yolanda went through it," Jennifer explained, leaving everyone around her both perplexed and amused by her random tidbits of reality TV wisdom. Another of Jennifer's signature traits is her inability to control her swearing. "This is a good Vagna," she exclaimed with a laugh, unable to stop herself from letting loose her potty mouth. What makes it so endearing is how genuine she is, completely unapologetic for her humor and candidness. During a flight, while reading a trashy magazine, Jennifer got a rather unexpected surprise. She flipped through the pages and found a picture of herself in a bathing suit, but with a twist, the image had been photoshopped, replacing her Rhea. Our end with a 90-year-old's. "This is not my butt," Jennifer clarified, laughing and holding up the bizarre photo for everyone to see. Once again, Jennifer's humor knew no bounds, proving that she's not just the star of the movies, she's the star of the moment, no matter how ridiculous or unexpected it may be. Jennifer Lawrence's honesty and humor have been a hallmark of her career, even from the very beginning. When she was first rejected by an agency, it wasn't because of her looks or lack of talent, but because of something entirely unexpected: her performance in a football shoot. "All the other models were playing football in a pretty way," Jennifer recalled, laughing at the absurdity of it all. Unlike her more poised counterparts, she was photographed with a red face, drenched in sweat, and with flared nostrils, capturing the true essence of someone who refuses to conform to expectations. This early experience only reinforced Jennifer's fearlessness in being herself, regardless of how unpolished the world expected her to be. One of the things that makes Jennifer Lawrence so funny is her ability to laugh at herself and be open about her life, without pretending to be something she's not. When asked about making money, she didn't hesitate to give a blunt, straightforward answer. Yeah, good. No exaggeration, no embellishment, just raw honesty. It's moments like this that show how Jennifer doesn't take herself too seriously, something that resonates deeply with her fans. When people poked fun at her small-town upbringing and compared it to the fictional District 12 from the Hunger Games, Jennifer responded with one of her most iconic lines. "There's coal mining there. I've never volunteered for anything in my life." The humor here wasn't just in the words themselves, but in her self-awareness, acknowledging her roots with a knowing smile. And of course, Jennifer's candidness doesn't stop when it comes to personal questions. When asked if she was married, her response was refreshingly simple and to the point. No. But when the topic of quitting Hollywood came up, she didn't shy away from offering another honest answer. "I don't know if it'll be my choice. I think I'm more likely to be fired from Hollywood." With Jennifer, you can never be sure if she's being dead serious or just messing with us. But that's exactly what makes her so charming. For example, when she confessed, "I drank an entire box of Chardonnay to overcome stage fright," she left everyone wondering whether she was joking or if it was a true story. But again, that's part of her appeal. Jennifer has a way of blurring the line between honesty and humor, making us question just how much of what she says is part of her comedic persona. In the end, Jennifer Lawrence remains one of the most unapologetically unfiltered stars in Hollywood. Whether she's making fun of herself, embracing awkwardness, or sharing an absurdly honest moment, she's one of the most relatable and hilarious figures in the entertainment world. It's this rawness, this lack of pretense that makes her so beloved. She's not afraid to be herself, even when that means letting the world see her flaws and imperfections. And that's what makes her so special. Now, if you love Jennifer's no-filter approach to fame and want more stories like these, you have to hit that like button and subscribe. And don't forget to drop a comment below. What's your favorite Jennifer Lawrence moment? I want to hear all about it. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on all the behind-the-scenes laughs and unforgettable candid moments coming your way. Stay tuned, because there's so much more to come.